All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Imagine this. You're just sitting there, maybe taking your lunch break, casually scrolling through your phone. It's a completely normal day, the sun is shining, everything's fine. And then, out of nowhere, things take a very sharp, very stressful turn.
Boom. Right at the top of your inbox, you see a message from your bank, and it's got this terrifying subject line, urgent, suspicious activity detected. I mean, just reading those words makes your heart skip a beat, right? It's pure adrenaline. Your brain instantly jumps to the absolute worst-case scenario about your savings.
So, in that total state of panic, you don't even really think about it, you just act. You tap the link in the email, and instantly, you land on a webpage that looks absolutely flawless. It's got the exact same logo, the exact same colors, the exact same login boxes you use every single week. Everything feels totally secure. Trusting what you see, you punch in your username, you type out your password, and you hit enter, expecting to see your account dashboard. But nothing happens. The page just kind of sits there, or maybe it refreshes to a blank screen. You think, okay, whatever, it's just a glitch, so you try one more time. Still, absolutely nothing. You probably just shrug it off, figuring you'll call the bank later when you have a minute. But just a few minutes later, your phone buzzes again. And this time, it is not a fake email. It is a very real, absolutely devastating notification from your actual banking app, telling you that a massive chunk of money has just been transferred out. The funds are gone. Okay, let's hit pause right here. We need to ask a really important question. How did that actually happen? If everything looked perfectly legitimate, the logo, the colors, the font, how on earth did your money just vanish into thin air? Well, that single click didn't take you to your bank. You dropped straight into a trap known as phishing. It's an incredibly common attack crafted by cybercriminals, and their goal is actually remarkably simple. They just want to trick you into handing over the keys to the castle, your login credentials. Look at how insanely subtle this deception really is. A fake site might just swap an O for a 0 or hide a tiny little dash in the web address that you would literally never notice unless you were specifically hunting for it. That tiny little discrepancy in the URL, that is exactly where your credentials were stolen. So, why do smart people fall for this all the time? It's psychological. Hackers rely heavily on your panic. They hit you with warnings like, your account is going to be locked, or a payment failed, or someone is trying to break in. They know human nature. They know that when our money is threatened, we react fast. And the faster you react, the easier it is for them to completely bypass your critical thinking. And look, the nightmare doesn't necessarily stop at your checking account. Because let's be real, a lot of us reuse passwords. Criminals know this, so they'll immediately try to reset your passwords for other services connected to that email. They scrape your personal info, and suddenly, one stolen password cascades into total identity theft. Okay, I know that sounds terrifying, but the solutions are actually entirely within your control. We are not helpless here. Let's shift gears and look at the actual strategies you can use to stay safe and keep your money where it belongs. Here are 4 actionable steps you can start using today. First, make it a hard rule. Never click banking links from unexpected emails or texts. Just open your bank's official app instead. Second, heavily scrutinize the sender's email address for any typos. Third, turn on 2-factor authentication everywhere you can. It's a massive safety net. And fourth, if you think you made a mistake, act fast and call your bank immediately to lock things down. Now, while acting quickly is great if you realize you've been compromised, your absolute strongest defense happens way before that. It happens before the click. You just need to pause. Taking a few extra seconds to verify a link before you tap it is the most powerful tool in your arsenal. Those 3 seconds of hesitation, that is a hacker's worst enemy. There's this great quote that perfectly sums up modern scams. We always picture hackers in dark hoodies aggressively smashing through firewalls with complex code. But the truth is, hackers don't always break into computers. Sometimes they simply wait for someone to click. The biggest vulnerability isn't the firewall. It's a careless click from a distracted human being. Those few seconds of verification are literally the only thing standing between a normal lunch break and losing your digital identity. So the next time you get an urgent message demanding you log in, ask yourself, are you truly in control, or has someone else already hacked your panic? Thanks for tuning in to this explainer. Stay skeptical and stay safe out there.